Christian-ish podcast. I'm your host, Ashley.
And I'm your host, Kamarie. Today is April the 29th. Why do I always not know the date? 29th. All right, today's April the 29th. I hope y'all had an awesome week. We are the Christianist podcast, your favorite Christian lifestyle podcast, hosted by the lovely Ashley Angelina and myself, Kamarie. My name is just so basic. I'm just Kamarie. Your name sound like,
That's not a basic name.
but your name sound cool like Ashley Angelina. Then you got
I
Kamarie.
was born a star.
Hey, September 2nd, the star was born. That's a song. A star was born. Yeah, Jay-Z and J. Cole. But I hope y'all had a great week, man. We are a week after Passover. We had an awesome week last week. So awesome that we was not able to get on and record, man.
Oh my gosh.
What's wrong?
I was so busy.
Oh yeah, we're busy.
It's always busy.
It's always busy. We're human. We're human. We live busy lives, man. But we make it out. We made it out. I'm sorry. We here this week. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm still getting adjusted. I was talking to Ashley about getting adjusted, but I'm not adjusted. But we are here. We're happy to be here. We're thankful to be here. And we appreciate you all for being here with us. God darn, what was that? I don't even know what just happened. It was just like I inhaled and didn't open my mouth to inhale the air. So I choked myself with my lips.
But good morning or good afternoon to all the beautiful people listening. We appreciate you for dropping in, and I hope you enjoy the show.
I know, right? And look, I'm so jealous. I actually don't have glasses on, so now I gotta be the one with the.
It really bothers me when I watch back the videos and I see the glare, like especially my newer glasses, because
you didn't get the anti-glare. Trying to be cheap.
I was trying to be cheap, and it looks so bad.
I tried to tell you, dog. When you got them, I was like, nah, dog. You gotta do the anti-glare.
I don't like those glasses.
And I don't even like my new glasses either. I got a pair of new glasses that I like them. I actually do like them. That they're just not the right size at all.
But the crazy thing is, like on my cheaper frames that I just spent $7 on, they don't look that bad. And those are more expensive frames.
Because you paid for the anti-glare.
I don't remember doing all that extra stuff though.
No, you definitely did. That's automatic. You should always get that. Like, you can't skip that step.
Oh my god.
It's like one of those steps you don't skip.
Those new frames so cloudy looking. I'm like, they're not even dirty.
Yeah, because it don't have the coatings on it, the protection coatings.
I wonder if I could get the lenses swapped out, because I love those frames.
You can. But it'll probably cost you more than what you want to spend. But you just go to like Target or go to like an optical, and then just say, "Hey, I want to get my prescription put in these right here," and they'll do it. But shout out to G, man. Shout out to G over there at Crew and You, man. G, you're somebody that also need to get those frames switched out to your correct prescription. He got a pair of readers that he like to wear, and they're just readers. But he be trying to use them like to see the world, and seeing the world is not an option with readers, man. He be trying to read the world. But shout out to G, man. Make sure y'all go over there to the Crew and You. Check them out on Sundays and Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Football season is around the corner. They're doing really good. Listen, football season is around the corner, and as well as NBA playoffs are right here with us.
So if you want the draft the other day.
Ooh, what you know about drafts?
I know a little song. You
listen to the Crew and You or something?
No, I didn't even listen.
I can't believe you just admitted that on camera. You supposed to be like, yeah, I check out the Crew and You every Monday.
I didn't listen that time.
Golly.
I didn't listen that time. I just know about that stuff.
But yeah, so make sure y'all check them out, man. For all your sports talk, barbershop talk, make sure y'all check out the Crew and You, man. They over there doing great things.
And they're funny. They're so funny.
Yeah, and they funny. And I love when we get guest appearances from Miss Kenesha Davis. I like when we get guest appearances from Miss Krista Wright.
She has a lot of knowledge about sports.
Oh yeah, she I think she might have Corey in the chokehold when it comes to knowing stuff.
Yeah, I think she should have a permanent position on the show.
I told Galen that I feel like Miss Kenesha and Corey should have their own show. But he can't leave the Crew and You. But on the side. A spinoff, yeah, but on the side. Now, because then a spinoff would mean he would leave Crew and You. So he can't leave the Crew and You, but they would be great on their own show, man. It'd be so dope. I want to be. I want to be a producer. People won't let me produce them.
You can be.
People don't let me produce
I
them.
actually follow somebody to see when like there's auditions or if they need people to produce or film. So it's really cool. So I got the little 411. It's not like I'm going to any auditions right now.
Yeah. I this past week I was talking to G and it was Wednesday and I was like, hey, send me any video that you plan on showing on your show. You plan on doing on your show this Wednesday. And he didn't have any, but I was gonna like edit them and like put his background in them and make them look like more official. Like I want to like that's something I want to do. I want to produce, man. Like
you can do that. It's actually lots. It's lots of creators out there. They want people to produce and edit for them, and their work comes out so much better.
Bro, I ain't on that level yet. I gotta start. I gotta start. At level 5. So I'm at level 5. It's level 1 through 10. I'm at level 5. I gotta work my way up to that level.
These days, people aren't doing all that stuff themselves.
They hire people to do it. They actually hire people to do it, and I want to be the person. I want to be somebody they hire to do it, especially with the economy going the way they are, and content creators are only going to start getting a content creator bag. Seeing how it's going to be more people losing jobs and being laid off.
And they're like, why not? I'm at home.
Yeah.
I done lost it all.
Yep.
I'm at home.
People finna start
You get to see my lifestyle, or you get to educate people.
Yeah.
For
TV?
instance, what we're doing now, low-key, we educating.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't
know. On the low spectrum.
On the low spectrum. It's like, what do you have to offer?
Speaking of that, I got to throw out the disclaimer, like always, every episode. Disclaimer. This is a Christian Experience podcast hosted by Ashley Angelina and Kamaria White. We are not here to educate you on the Bible or Christianity. We are just here to share with you our Christian experience, okay? Yes. So please don't light us up in the comments, review us and discredit us and on YouTube and say that, oh, that's not true, yada, yada, yada. This is just based off our experience.
But again, content creation is about what you have to offer and your creativity and uniqueness. It's not about...
We need a Nala interview.
We do?
Yeah, we should do a Nala interview.
She hasn't been on the show, but her sister has.
Her sister has, yeah.
But you guys wouldn't know because we were on the camera back then.
We went on the camera and we were under a different name. We was under his and her podcast, I believe.
And I was way more shy then. I feel like I came out a little bit more.
Yeah, you came out your turtle shell. Stuck your head out a little bit.
Sometimes it go in my shell, y'all. Sometimes it gets a little overwhelming for me. I'm like, let me go back in.
I learned a new term, overstimulated.
Overstimulated.
Yeah. That just means like when too much is going on and you just like shut down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can always see when I shut down on the podcast. I'm like, and I'll be ready to get off.
Yeah.
But I haven't been feeling that way lately.
That's good. That's a plus. But all right, y'all, we got to get into this episode because Ashley has to be gone in 45 minutes, 47 minutes.
I always have to be gone, but I only have one more week of discipleship, you guys. Then I'll be here on a regular schedule. Be no rush.
Shout out to Rakita over there holding down her discipleship. This is something that she does every season.
I won't say season because we didn't do it in the fall. Okay. It seems like we always do it in the winter going into the spring. They're done by semesters, and we definitely didn't do fall.
Okay. So check her out. Next time she comes around, you guys, women, it's only for women discipleship. So if you're a woman and you're looking for a discipleship, you're looking to grow and learn, you should definitely reach out to Ashley. I'll put her information right here.
And that discipleship group is through Faith Center, and they just have like so many big things that they have that they want to do with discipleship groups, and they actually want to get it outside in the schools and get it to the youth, like so the youth can learn the word. Yeah. And that's so cool.
No, it is cool. Whenever you bring Christianity,
they definitely need it in the schools.
Yeah, whenever you bring Christianity to the school, I mean, that's beneficial to our kids in the community because, I mean, just think about it. They're trying to take religion out of school. I don't know if they still say I pledge allegiance to the religion of.
They do.
I'm about to say religion of
I
God.
hear them.
So they still say, in which it stands, one nation under God. They still say that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. So but yeah, make sure y'all check out Rakita next season, man. I mean, next whenever actually, we'll post it. We'll talk about it.
October.
But also, listen. Tanisha, aka Tan, she attends church at Momentum. Is it Momentum?
Momentum.
So she attends church at. Actually, looking it up now, and for the first time ever, they use Mental Health Awareness Month to bring together some Christian-based believers, and to just help them get through this mental health awareness, or anybody that's down and out. You got the name?
Momentum City Church.
Momentum City Church.
In Decatur, Georgia.
In Decatur, Georgia. So what they done was they got a group and it's on Zoom, and so pretty much you just log in, and they're related. And this is it's interactive, but you don't have to be active. But it's better when you're interactive. That's always right.
Oh yeah.
So what they done was they Tan hosted, and her pastor came along sometimes. Some of the deacons came along sometime, and people just talked about their problems, and then they related everything to the Bible, and it was really a really good experience. Especially
it was a good experience
for the first year. They done really well, really well.
It was definitely a safe space for people to open up and share.
Oh my God, so many stories that I
would never think that would be spoke about in a church setting.
Yeah.
So it was good. People were honest, and they just let it all out, and I like that. I like that honesty and vulnerability. It was a great experience, and it made you feel open enough to open up too.
Yeah, it definitely did. And it like you said, that safe space. It was definitely that safe space.
Yeah.
But all right, so Easter was last Sunday, right? We were supposed to record on Easter Sunday, but we did not. All right, so Easter was last Sunday. For the first time ever, I don't know why, but I was excited, leading up until that week of the Holy Week. So the Holy Week up until Easter Sunday, I was excited, right? Mm-hmm. And it was so crazy because on Good Friday, I found myself saying, "Happy Good Friday, have a blessed Sunday," Happy Easter Sunday, Happy Resurrection Day. I'm saying that to people. Mm-hmm. That I don't know.
It was, because it was exciting because honestly, being uneducated in a lot of things, I would look at the calendar and I'd be like, "What is Good Friday?" I would always see it on there.
Oh my God!
I never knew what it was.
So did you find out what it was?
We talked about it. Remember?
Oh yeah, we did. We looked it up, but I got an even better breakdown. G sent me Pastor Tony Evans' sermon about Good Friday. Mm-hmm. Man, I'm gonna send it to you.
Explain.
I can't explain it.
Oh, okay.
I can't explain it.
I can't explain it.
Yeah, I can't. Pastor Evans got a way of making words make sense that I don't have that ability to, and I will not. I won't try. But if you're interested, I posted it on the story. I posted a little mini clip.
Oh, really? Ain't been on there.
Yeah, me either. Don't feel bad, but I posted on the story.
Guys, I'm the out of loop host. Come on, already know what's going on. He watches everything. He listens to everything. Me.
No, I don't. I do not.
Listen. I'm just saying, you called me out about not watching The Crew, and I really haven't been watching anything. Now, life has been so busy. When I get a little time to myself, I just literally, even in the car, I listen to silence. I'm in a moment where I just have to have some some thinking space and just ride and look at the road ahead of me. Not so much behind. Just ride into the future.
Yeah, but that's what I have been doing, for the last 40 days, 40 nights, Mm-hmm. And it's so crazy. So I come off my fast, and then I'm just hearing everybody talk about Sinners this, Sinners that, Sinners that.
Oh, the movie.
And then it was like, are you gonna go see Sinners? I said in my mind, I'm fresh off a fast, right? I'm like, don't nothing about that title sounds like something that I should go see. So yeah. And then my homeboy was like, well, it's about vampires. I said, oh, okay, that's not bad. I said I can probably go watch that. But then I did a little research to figure out it's still like demonic and still, it's called sinners, right? So I
Yeah.
mean,
A
it's
lot of
still
people said they had to, they, mid, I guess mid movie, they had to pray certain scenes. Some people had to leave because it was too much.
yeah.
So, yeah.
And this is one girl, I don't know her name, but so she gave her review on it, and then people just like bashed her and bashed her and bashed her because she was like, "I'm a Christian. This is not something Christians should go see." So I guess people was upset because she told the Christians, "Hey, don't go see this." So they're bashing. They're like, "Well, why would you go see it? It's called sinners." Yada yada yada. And I'm like, just
Ooh.
let people do what they gonna do. Goodness gracious. But
Yeah.
but
Hmm.
what's that?
Oh, it's cotton.
Cotton? What you been cotton ball in your face?
I was I was struggling getting my contacts on, y'all.
Are you was crying? That's what took so
Mm,
long? I
yes.
want to let y'all know Ashley was late, right? Ashley said, now keep in mind, this was all Ashley's idea. I said, hey, Ashley, what time are we going to get up in the morning and clock in and do this podcast? Ashley said, 7 o'clock. I said, all right, bet. And I knew that meant 8 o'clock. But I ain't say nothing to her because I knew 8 o'clock was going to be suffice. So 7 o'clock, her alarm go off. I go to the bathroom, and I don't even do the best shave job. I just rush shave my head because I haven't shaved in a week. And then I do the best. Are you making a face over there at the camera? Oh, I
No.
thought you was making a face behind my back. So then I go to the bathroom. I shave. I try to do what I can do to make myself somewhat presentable on the camera.
I also did my baby hairs.
Have you seen those new videos about these girls and baby hairs? Like they be having like a lot of hair, and there's like
They cut it that way.
they
I
like that is
can't
not.
stand it.
That's like, girl, that ain't no baby hair. That's real adult that you got on your face.
They cut their hair to make baby hair. You
Yeah.
don't need all that, y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all gotta let that go, just like lace fronts. Let them go.
God is gracious.
There's so many other wig options that are so natural. Get the flip over, y'all. I seen it. It look good. Put a little hair. Ooh,
Lord have mercy.
look cute.
Jesus Christ.
Or
But
the V part.
yeah,
Or none of them.
yeah, that's Ashley's take on weaves. But all right, dang it, we just jumped far left. All right, so
Oops.
so Easter Sunday, I had the best experience ever for Easter Sunday, right? Because I don't know why, like you said, lack of knowledge, prior to years, when I was younger, it didn't mean as much to me as it does now. Resurrection means everything to me. To the point, resurrection means so much to me that even when I'm even when I'm reading like the resurrection in the Bible, the story of how the resurrection happened, how he was crucified,
Mm-hmm.
like I almost get teary eyed. You know what I'm saying? Like at the fact that this is how Jesus Christ was crucified. But
Yeah.
it means so much more for me. And like I said, it's exciting when I go through this. Like I'm at work. Happy Easter, y'all. Happy Easter, y'all. Have a great Easter Sunday. And then you got people like it's Resurrection Sunday. Like I get it. But most people are more acceptable to Easter Sunday because I don't know why people do not like they don't like combining Easter and resurrection together.
That's what the day is about. It's
Yeah.
not about a bunny for real.
No, it's not about a bunny. The
The
bunny.
world made it about a bunny.
Yes.
To distract you from what really is going on. Like that's why people don't know what Good Friday
That's
is.
a good way to look at
like
it.
me, all I used to know about. Okay, it's gonna be Easter basket time. It's gonna be candy time. That's what I knew.
Easter basket time and candy time.
And Easter egg hunts.
And
But it
Easter.
wasn't about that. It was the fact that he died for our sins and he risen from his grave. That's what it was really about.
It's funny you brought up Easter eggs, right? So,
Yeah.
of course, eggs are like at an all-time high right now, right? So eggs at an all-time high, and a lot of people didn't use eggs this time around. And so people not using eggs this time around, they was like, no, eggs are too high. I'm not buying no eggs, yada yada yada, right? So then people coming out and it was like, well, it's also 420, right? And with it being 420, people was actually buying weed. And it was like, so which is cheaper, weed or eggs? And people were saying the weed is cheaper than the eggs. I don't smoke weed. I don't know. But I'm looking at them like, there's no way that you can buy weed cheaper than you can buy eggs. People saying, yo, weed is cheaper than eggs. And I want to let y'all know something. It's too late to talk about it now, but being overly influenced is not holy like. And that's why that you should not do drugs. It's not the fact that weed. Now, if you can manage to do weed in a way that didn't make you leave out of your
Spiritual realm.
spiritual realm, I like that. Thank you. If you can do it and you don't leave out of spiritual realm REAM.
RELM.
Spell it.
REALM. Realm.
Realm. Okay. So if you can find a way to not pour yourself out of there, then by all means do it. Smoke weed, drink weed, rub weed.
Drink it?
You can make tea. You can make a weed tea. You can brew the leaves and you make a tea. If I would do it, I would do it that way. Only because it's more beneficial that way and you're not smoking and like putting like tar on your lungs or whatever, happens. Yeah. If I would do it, I would do it in a tea form, or I would do it, like the autistic kids do. They have an oil where they rub the oil on their tongue or something like that. Mm. But yeah, so there's nothing wrong with I don't knock anybody for smoking weed. Listen, if that's what you want to do, then understand that what you're doing is now you're relying on a high feeling to feel better when you should rely on God. And we have a jealous God, and that's why it can be sinful, because when you pour yourself out of your personal situation and rely on weed to make you feel better, now your God is jealous. But yeah, it was for Easter Sunday was also 420. So a lot of people, instead of doing Easter egg hunt, they was doing weed bag hunts.
Wow.
Out there hunting for weed and
are you serious?
Lighting it up. Yes, it was. And look, luckily we was like at a home, right? If we would have been out and about, like trying to just like hang out in the city or something like that, man, we probably would have got high on contact, just smelling the weed in the streets.
I didn't know you can get high just from being around.
Yeah, it's called high on contact. Well, if you're not a normal smoker, right? If you're not a smoker, and just the aroma of the weed, because you're breathing in the weed particles, right? THC, you're breathing it in. Just there right there, yeah, you get it in your system and you can get high.
I didn't know.
And
that.
Then you can fail a drug test.
Oh my
God. Yeah, dangerous out there, man.
They gotta do that in their house.
That's why That's why you're not supposed to go around. You should you set boundaries, right? You don't allow certain things around you, and you don't go around certain things, because things like that can play a big role in your own personal life. Mm-hmm. But anyways, Easter Sunday was dope. I enjoyed it.
We went early, you guys. We went to the sunrise.
Went to a sunrise service that started at 6 and it ended by 6:45.
Oh my gosh.
Look, 6:45, 6:50, we walking out. I'm like, yo, that was the quickest service ever.
Walking in, I was sleepy, but going out, I was just fine. Yeah. Well,
I was okay because I woke up on time. I left out the house on time. I was upset at everybody else that just dragged butt and didn't get up and didn't get themselves together. But we made it there on time. We left church, came home, took a little photo shoot. Some of y'all saw the pictures. We had like a little photo. Matter of fact, we took it down here in our studio on this wall right here, I believe, or that wall over there. I'm not sure. But that's just breaking stuff, y'all. So we have our photo shoot, and then we change into our regular attire, and then we go and have breakfast. And
I still had on what I had. You still had on. I really liked my dress.
It had been 40 days since I had breakfast, y'all, and I was so excited about having breakfast. So we all went out. We went to First Watch as a family, and we ate breakfast, and it was really nice. It was scrumbly dibbly umptious.
It was good, because I've been wanting a Belgian waffle for a long time. It was good.
Yeah. It was indeed good. But all right, so one more topic before we end this show, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm tripping. So we had breakfast, we left breakfast, we came home. My sister was hosting an Easter resurrection dinner.
You forgot that.
My sister hosted a resurrection dinner. Everybody brought a plate. I made pasta salad. Ashley made 2 cakes. She made a chocolate and a lemon cake.
It was so good.
We go over there, we just having fun, talking to family, just hanging out, right? And so my niece, which is 22 years old, she go to church unexpectedly, and I was like,
whoa.
And I was like, "Oh, what? Check you out. That's what's up. You going to church?" And so when she actually came to the house, and I asked her, I said, "Hey." Well, we was asking her about the church because she just randomly went to church. I was like, well, "How do you know about that church?" She said she got invited by a coworker, but that's typical. Around Resurrection Sunday, a lot of people reach out to try and invite people out to their churches, which is amazing. So, hey G, me and Ashley mentioned that we still have to come visit your church. We'll be there. Don't know when. We'll be there. We didn't forget about you. We coming. So, a lot of Easter resurrection services, they try to get more people to come out. So, my niece goes to church, and then me and her talking about church, and it's funny that me and her got on the conversation of church now, or Christianity now, seems to be a gimmick.
Oh, yeah,
It
it's
seems to
just like a social media
trend.
trend.
It's like something that's cool on social media. Going to church and posting you going to church, or posting you got saved, or
Hmm.
it's like the whole experience of being a Christian is now like a media baby. Just like, oh, you want to look cool on social media,
I feel
get on
that
there.
way for the churches as well. Like,
But you know what I thought about for the churches?
uh huh.
So the churches have always been big. Let's think about Creflo Dollar. Think about TD Jakes. Think about
So they've been
what's
about
that
this life.
what's the white guy name in Texas?
Oh, does his name start with an O?
Yeah, Olsen, something Olsen. Greg,
Olsen.
is it Greg Olsen? Something Olsen.
I
Well,
don't
the
know.
guy out in Texas. You got all these mega churches,
And
right?
that white lady, what's her
I
name?
don't know the white lady.
Joy.
Oh,
Joyce? Joyce.
okay. But see, you got all those people. They've been around, right? It's
Mm-hmm.
just the social media hasn't been highlighting them. They haven't been on social media. So a lot of churches and a lot of pastors now, they have their own social media accounts.
Mm-hmm.
So they and it creates a following. It creates a trend. Me personally, I'm happy to see that everybody is gravitating towards Christianity and create. Go ahead before you lose your train of thought.
Oh, I was like, the original people, like the people you just mentioned, they were just trying to spread the word. But
Yes.
now the newer generation, it's
You don't think?
just,
You
I
don't
don't
think?
feel like it's
I
like,
feel like I feel like they're still spread. I mean, I feel like the word has watered down a lot, but I feel like they're still spreading the word
they're like way off. I'm talking about a specific
because they don't
person.
read the Bible.
Yeah, I was like, I'm
They
talking
don't read
about a
it.
specific person. Like, it's more of
Who you talking about?
entertainment.
Who you talking about?
You, I
Tell
mentioned
me.
it before.
Tell me.
I don't remember his name.
Oh, you talking about I don't know his name. The guy that wear the glasses.
Sometimes he wears
You talking about the
glasses.
guy that everybody was like up in roar talking about his teachings don't really relate to the Bible. His teachings be like the most dramatic things.
Yes,
Yeah.
having trampolines on the stage
I
and
mean,
fire shooting out.
some people, why I'm okay with that,
Mm-hmm.
because some people learn when the situation is more graphic,
Mm-hmm.
right?
People learn better.
Yeah,
Is
people
that
learn better. Yeah, you get a better
because we
understanding when the
do?
situation is more graphic.
I guess so, because we do have different learners: the kinesthetic learners, the visual learners, the ones that can listen, the auditory ones. So yeah.
Yeah, but overall, I'm happy. I know a lot of people are upset talking about, "Oh, y'all fake Christians." Not us personally, not saying that we're fake Christians, but well, I take that back. I had people come to me telling me I was fake. So, but a lot of people come nowadays and they try to say that people, "Oh, you're a fake Christian. You're just doing this for social media. If you don't know the Bible, you don't know God," which is true. You don't know the Bible, you don't know God, because the Bible is God's word, and the word is God. So I mean,
But
you gotta read the Bible.
but
But
how can somebody see that about new Christians who haven't even got the chance to read the Bible back
but
or
but
front to back?
but see, and this is the thing right here, right? When you run across a new Christian and you feel like they really don't know what they're talking about, you invite them into a community that you are in, and you teach them. You get them. You help them walk those baby steps up that ladder so they
Hmm.
can learn and understand.
And I feel like a lot of Christians or us Christians shouldn't be so harsh on newcomers
Yeah,
because that's how you make them flee away.
yeah.
Because you're just being so harsh, and it's just not a safe space for them to even come in and learn.
It's not. And one way, like when you're dealing with somebody that's new in the Christian community, and you want to teach them, you want them to learn, listen, the Bible has the facts.
It has the
Whenever
facts.
whenever there's a situation that they're trying to deal with and they say, well, just for example, right? When they say the Bible say it don't say nothing about drinking. It don't say we can't drink. It don't say they drink wine. You know, you show them in the Bible where it says that God said have a sober mind, right? You show them the facts in the Bible that's related to the situation, and then you have something to back up your word other than, well, I'm telling you this. And one thing, me personally, that I had to learn, my God, is patience. Because
Oh my
I
gosh.
would get so impatient with people when they try to tell me something that I know is incorrect. So I had to learn how to be patient and not get so quickly angered, which is in the Bible. You know, not supposed to be quickly angered,
Mm-hmm.
not supposed to be frustrated. But
Yeah.
so just having those facts when you're meeting these people that y'all are claiming to be these new antichrist Christians, because that's what they're trying to say. They're trying to say they're antichrist. They're trying to say they're fake. They're trying to say they're just here and they're demonic,
Mm-hmm.
which is crazy. I mean, I'm happy to see the world revolving around Christianity, right?
Yes.
Because where there may be a few bad, I mean, a few bad is still reversible to becoming good. I'd rather have
Mm-hmm.
a bad Christian than a non-believer.
I'm sorry. I had the weirdest thought come in my head. I don't know why. I'm
Go-
actually
God
afraid.
gave you a vision. What's it? What do
I'm
you?
afraid to say it out loud.
God gave you a vision on the mic. What you mean? You gotta say it.
I can't because I just know people out there, they're gonna come for me. It was just a vision I had, or not a vision, but a
God just
thought.
God just gave you a vision, and you gotta be
What?
obedient.
I know he was casted out of heaven. He's a fallen angel,
Uh
but
huh.
what if he decided to do better and apologize and get invited back into heaven?
All right. This is my theory. This is all theory. Remember, this is experience, not facts. All right.
Mm-hmm.
This is my theory. I feel like there was an apology. There
Mm-hmm.
was a I want to come back, and then God said, "Hey, you know what? I can't let you back anymore, but this is what we can do.
Mm-hmm.
I will give you authorization to rule here on earth under my authority."
Whoa.
Because keep in mind, the devil has authority on earth, right? But he also have to hereby and do as God say. When we think about the book of is it Job,
Mm-hmm.
when he y'all, this is clearly, this is like not
Yeah.
this is not rehearsed.
Don't come for
Yeah, don't
us.
come
We
for us.
don't rehearse at
So
all.
so in the book of Job, is it Job or Job? I'm not even sure how to
Not
pronounce it.
sure.
So in the
Tell us
book
how
of
to say
Job or
it.
Job, so um God goes to the devil and said, "Why haven't you tried him?" And he said, well, "Because you gave him everything he ever wanted. How can I even try to convince him of this, that, for whatever, right?"
Mm-hmm.
And then God says, "Well, hey, I authorize you to try doing this right here, and let's see what you can get done." So everything was taken from him, from his livestock, his farm, his loved ones. Everything was stripped from him by the devil. And only thing God wanted to see is how long would he stay around. Hold on, I'm messing this all up. He just wanted to see, like, will he still love me? Will he still be faithful to me
Mm-hmm.
after everything is taken from him? And so the devil was like, "There's no way that I can get into this guy's spirit because he's so invested into you." Right? But that right there is an example of how God actually gives the devil authority over certain people, certain things, and it's all just to see like how
A
things,
test.
yeah, a trial,
Trial.
yeah. But I'm sorry, y'all. I know
This
that
I be
was
having the weirdest thoughts and I be scared to say them out loud,
man.
but
Listen,
that
if
was a
you
thought.
the crazy part is if you get a thought right here in the middle of the show, that's like, I mean, that's the Holy Spirit just coming down and saying, "Say this."
And then it makes me think about like scientifically the earth, how the core of the earth is super hot. Like it all makes sense what you said,
About
that
what?
his authorization over the world.
Yeah, I mean, I don't.
That's
That's the theory. That's
crazy.
my theory.
It's a
It's
theory.
my theory. I mean,
My bad.
yeah, it's my theory.
But that's just so
That's not
crazy.
fact. It's not fact at all. But
But what if he he was, what if he never fallen? What if the world had no
You
sin?
know, so check this out. Now let's think about falling, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's think literally what fallen means, right? All right, so y'all, I'm sorry. Now I gotta go Google what fallen means.
Oh yeah, like we don't have our tablets. My tablet
Oh
was
wow, I
dead.
just realized that.
We don't have our tablets. But the thought of that is just, I don't know why that thought came across my mind.
Look, that's crazy. Look, even when you look up fallen, right, and it breaks it down to the subject to sin, right? So we don't even have to look it up. To fall means to sin. But in my mind,
Or
I'm thinking fall means to like drop down, right? But when you said that fall means to sin, so it's not that it's not that the angel fell from heaven to earth. It's that he
Mhm.
sinned.
How did he manage to sin in heaven? That's my other
His flesh,
question.
his well, hold on. I mean, I don't know.
We have to look that up. Like,
Oh, yeah, I
what did
mean,
he do? I want to know.
but
Because he messed it up.
I don't know. But it's interesting. It's really, I mean, reading the Bible, reading Christianity, man, it amazes you all the time. It's amazing. You
Yeah,
learn something new every
definitely
time.
want to read
And
on that.
and the biggest thing that I know to do now is you gotta really understand what a word means, because if you think of just for falling, for example, if you think about falling, you just think about stumble and fall, like trip, fall
Falling.
down. But no, you look up the word of falling in the dictionary, it means to subject to sin.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, learn your words, and then even when you look them up in the English dictionary, look
You
them up
gotta
in the Hebrew.
deep
Look them
dive.
up in the Hebrew
You
dictionary
really
too.
have to deep dive to truly understand what you're reading, especially if you're reading from King James Version. You gonna have to deep dive.
No, whatever. Reading from King James version would be better than reading from the international version. The
Mm-hmm.
new international version, you read that, you better read the King James version also, because, and I'm guilty of reading from the NIV. I read from the NIV.
I read from
I
NIV.
quote verses from the NIV. But it's a reason why that are original. We talked about before about how the new Christians come around and they water down the word. It's not that they water down the word. It's just they reading from a different version of the Bible,
There's an
which,
even more
yeah, we talked about it before.
different version
I
than
forgot
they
what it's
do.
called. It's like the Gen X, the something like that.
Because some people read from that one. And it be having like completely different meanings. So at discipleship group, we all read from different ones. Well, they read from the same one. I don't. So when I'm reading from NIV, they're like, "What? That's not what mine says. Let me read mine. Mine sound better." That's like the newer version that they're reading.
It's a
And
newer version that's easier. Oh, I knew that because
yeah,
it's like that hip hop X version or something.
yeah. So, but nobody's reading from King James version in the group. So,
No, they're not.
and I don't think it would be understandable.
Because everybody in your group is like mid 30s or early 30s
And 20s.
and 20s. Yeah, you're not finna get no freaking 18-year-olds reading from NIV. Just like you won't find us reading from King James. It's all generational. But
Mm-hmm.
but
It's about like understanding, like in layman's terms for yourself, because not everybody can read
comprehend.
art thou
Yeah.
and shall and all
I
that.
remember the first time I was reading a verse to somebody, right? And they was like, nah, 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 nah. I ain't hear shall, I ain't hear thou, I ain't hear none of that stuff. You over there reading that watered down Bible. Read me the King James Version.
Okay.
Yeah. Shout out to Justin.
Justin.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
Justin.
Justin. But hey, let's
How do
listen.
you know that one? The King James
Yeah, let's
version.
oh man, it was something else I wanted to talk about too that was related to like the over the new founding Christianity social media. It was something else I wanted to bring into
What?
that.
What are you talking about? I
Well,
ain't
I mean
never
that's what
heard of that.
I mean, if you think about it, right? That's what it is. Like social media has now brought Christianity like to be like a big trendy thing,
Oh,
right?
I thought you were saying that we had our own social media. I was like, I ain't hear about
We do
that.
got it on social media.
What is it?
Our pod page on Instagram.
I'm talking about like not Instagram, like a whole nother platform.
Oh, we do.
A
We
Christian
do. Uverse.
platform. For real?
Uverse, and then use Uverse, and then Gate. I think it's called Gateway.
I never heard of that
So
stuff.
on Uverse, can I see your phone? Go to
Why
Uverse.
that sound like a cable network?
So go to your phone, right? On Uverse, right? You can go to Uverse and you can add friends. Y'all can share verses. Y'all can send each other messages.
You mean Uversion?
Uversion. I'm sorry. On Uversion, you can do all that stuff. So you don't have any friends, right? So you don't have any friends. You don't have any friends. You don't share any verses. Like, yeah. So once you do this stuff, you save it, and then it's like you do prayer list.
Why am I sideways?
Because your head too big when it fit on the other way. So, but Uvision, you go on and say Uverse, Uversion. So yeah, that's a social media platform.
I didn't
you just
know
saying
that.
go there for Bible and the same. And I'm pretty sure if I said this was Uversion, I mean Uverse, I'm pretty sure Gateway is wrong too. So
oh my gosh!
But yeah,
don't listen to
there are
now.
Christianity social media accounts that that Christians. It's even Christian dating sites. What do you mean?
I don't know that.
It's Christian dating sites out there.
Oh yeah, Christian Mingo.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
It's Christian Mingo, and it's a newer one too.
I used to see it on TV when I watched TV. What is the other one? It had a fish. Plenty of fish?
POF is not Christian based.
Oops. I just saw the symbol.
POF is
That's like a Christian symbol though.
I don't remember that being a Christian site. If it was a Christian site, oh my God, Sin City.
Never mind. I don't know what I'm taking.
Yeah, honey, I don't see no. What you see?
Nothing. Eliminate that thought, yes.
Yeah, but all right, let's go ahead and wrap it up. We had almost 45 minutes. So
we are.
Yeah, we did good. We did good, man. We did really good. So it was something else I wanted to bring up. But listen, long story short, when it comes to this newfound Christianity that's trending on social media, don't be upset. Don't be like, oh, they're fake Christians. No, they're Christians. And they have flaws just like we have flaws. We all are flesh living people, which cause us to fall. You learned that new word, falling. We're all flesh people that cause us to fall. Remember, the flesh sins not the spirit, and we're all spiritual brothers and sisters. So when you come across somebody that's actually falling, you lend them a hand, you pray for them, you teach them, right? You treat them the way that you want to be treated. Like if you're sinning or falling, you don't want somebody to kick you to the wayside. You want them to, grab you by the shoulder and pray for you and teach you. So do the same for them, yeah. Because I'm excited about how the Christianity world is just trending on social media, how everybody's reading the Bible, how everybody's finding faith in God. I mean, that's the best thing ever in the world to me, especially with the world is coming to be right now. Mm-hmm. Like we at the middle of a freaking, my God, it's crazy out there.
Yeah.
Imagine if all the Christians save the world and Jesus doesn't have to come back and save us.
Wow.
It's dope, right? Mm-hmm. Dope. But all right, y'all. So I'm gonna pray. You gonna pray or I'm gonna pray out? Be careful, honey. Oh, be careful.
I'm sorry.
All right, so you said you gonna pray, I'm gonna pray.
Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for gathering us here today and just bringing our listeners in. I hope they got a good listening. And I just pray that everybody makes it to their workspace or their home safely. And that you just cover them, Lord, and keep them safe and nourish their bodies. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen, amen.